Well, good morning everyone, and welcome to today's kitchen video. We are going to be working on a low income, these would be what you would call the SNAP benefit meals. Now these foods I got for free from a neighbor, but this is typically what you would see in a SNAP food benefit box or food pantry, and it is all kinds of canned food. Now, I don't buy this, but because I got it free, I'm going to use it today. We got sliced potatoes. We have green beans. We have cream soup. We have all of these cans, and we're going to turn them into a very, very cheap meal. For me, the meal is only going to be $4. For those of you who do go out and buy these, it would be a little more expensive. But this is basically low-income meals, and it can feed your family on very little. And this video is brought to you by Be Blessed, the kitchen, your rules by City Girl Homestead. Now, City Girl Homestead is a viewer of mine for many years and a friend of mine, and she does cooking videos. Most of her videos for cooking are with lower income, great everyday family meals, and we are going to use this recipe from her cookbook. If you're interested in her cookbook, I will share with you the link in the description box below, and I will share with you the recipe. Potato meatball bake is a pantry meal. Simple and easy. You just throw it together, and it is a casserole. First thing I need to do is, I have loads and loads of laundry to get on the line because it is winter time now, and that means we only have a few hours of sun compared to the summer. I got to get this out, and then we'll mix this all up. All right, so we have the potatoes that are drained, and we're going to line that in the bottom. Now, if you don't have canned potatoes, of course, you would use just regular potatoes. We're going to go ahead and drain the green beans, and then we'll layer them on top. Now the next step is where you can have some fun. You can use hot dogs, you can use ground beef, chicken, any type of meat that you want, or you don't have to have meat at all. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to chop up some onions, put a layer of onions on, and it's called meatballs, so I do have some meatballs, and I'm going to slice them, and we're going to have them on it. But you can use whatever meat you wish. Yes, I said hot dogs. When it comes to feeding your family, you have to think outside the box. And you can use hot dogs if that's what you have on hand. It's about using up the food that you have or that you can get at the food bank. This is food that you can normally the food bank, you can get hot dogs and vegetables like that. If you go to the food bank and this is what you have, this is a meal that's perfect for those items. And now I'm just going to add a little more flavoring. It does not call for this, but I'm adding some cracker crumbs on top. Now, since everything is cooked, these meatballs are cooked too, I'm only going to have it in till it's really good and hot and bubbly. Now, it says 60 minutes if you're using fresh potatoes, but I am using the packaged, the canned ones, so it'll be about 30 minutes. So we'll put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Now we have a few of the leftover tomatoes. And I have some onions, and then I found this packet in my pantry. We're gonna make some fresh salsa, and that we use just as a side dish. It's actually really good. You can buy these for $1.25 at the grocery store. And I'm just gonna cut these up. It also freezes really well too. So these do freeze really well when you make them into this salsa. And if you have a little bad spot, you just cut that off. I'm gonna make this go a little bit further, and I'm gonna make a little bit of pasta salad. These noodles I got 4 years ago from the food bank, and I kept them really nice and fresh because I added these oxygen absorbers to them, and smells fresh, just like fresh noodles. I'm gonna add a little bit of this, and we're gonna stretch this out further to make this more into a pasta meal. All right, so we're gonna give this a try. I never made it before. Now, I did not add any salt and pepper. You can add that to it. I like to use some herb seasoning. Here's the green beans. Good. I think I would add just a little bit of salt. It's a little bit bland, the vegetables, because they were canned. Let's try the canned potatoes. Wow. Canned potatoes are really good. Just a little bit of salt needs to be added to it. And there is the meatballs. Now these were organic, but they were only $1.99. They are pineapple teriyaki. Mmm. Very good, very tasty. And for me, I made it for $4. $1 for each can of the cream soup and $1.99 for the meatballs. The rest of the food was free. Really good. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys on the next one. Well, hi everybody and welcome to my home. My favorite all-time book is Daniel Miller's 90 Days to Amish Off Grid Survival. Absolutely amazing, but he came out with a brand new book just for the holidays. This is Daniel Miller's Simple Faith, Grateful Hearts, and Prayers for Spiritual Strength. This is an amazing book. If you loved his book on the 90-day Amish survival, you will love this one. Now, this is a smaller book, but it has reflections. It talks about the Amish and holidays. Chapter 4, A Season of Light, Not Luxury. It talks about the simple ways of living. Closing reflections, the quiet table, all of the wonderful things that make the Amish lifestyle such a quaint one. Gratitude beyond the table. Beautiful, written, absolutely amazing. I use this for a blueprint on my life. I have adapted Daniel Miller's 90 Days to the Amish in my own home, and I'm going to be adapting his survival guide for the holiday edition. I can hardly wait to when he puts out a new book. They are my ultimate favorite, and I love every single one of them. And now I'm going to go ahead and sit by my wood stove, all because of Daniel Miller and his amazing books.